Not the best footy conditions out here, Plugger.
Yeah.
You can't see a thing for starters. What are you going to do? You don't train by torchlight, do you?
Nah.
What do you do for light? How do the boys see?
That's what I got these coins for.
What, a fistful of coins?
Yeah.
It's a pretty bloody unpleasant winter's night in the fruit-picking capital of Victoria, Ardmona, and Plugger, the president of the local footy club, is giving me a tour of the home ground.
That'll fair income do me. You've actually got coin-operated lighting for the ground.
Yeah, it costs us about $20 every training night.
These look like proper sports lights. These, I don't know where you've got them.
They just look like regular kitchen lights. So,
You've got to be kidding me. Kitchen lights.
Yeah, well, what can you do about it?
It is what it is.
Yeah, that's right.
You can at least see the ball. That's something.
Yeah, that's it.
Listen up. We'll just go out there and enjoy ourselves, yeah? Just get ourselves prepared for this weekend.
They won their last game 5 years ago.
All right, let's go.
You're looking at the inimitable Ardmona Cats, perhaps among the worst football sides in the cosmos. Winless, undisciplined, capable of a decent bar tab, and
I've just done more running than I do in a game.
maybe even a little out of shape. But in the tiny town of Ardmona, wedged between the apple and pear orchards of central Victoria's Goulburn Valley, they're a bunch of dead-set legends.
Good warm-up, boys.
Ardmona, the town. I mean, I better drive through the place. Beautiful.
Yeah.
You got a post office, a mechanic,
Yeah.
not much else.
Nah, orchards.
Orchards.
A lot of orchards.
There's not even a pub.
No, there's no pub, no.
This is the Cats' fearless leader, 38-year-old player coach, husband and father of 7, Tim Keegan.
You've got, I reckon, the toughest job, the toughest coaching role in football at the moment.
Yeah, it's pretty taxing. We go to war every week. We're in the depths of hell of what we're going through.
Does it feel like the depths of hell?
It does sometimes.
What do people say? You're a rabble, you're no good, why don't you fold?
Yeah.
The worst football club in the land.
Yeah. Sack the coach. He's shit.
Are you the worst football club in the land?
No, not really. We're just down on our luck.
Keegan's great-grandfather helped launch the club back in 1920. Now, on the eve of their 100-year anniversary, the club owes the local league tens of thousands of dollars, and the powers that be want them booted from the competition for good.
How would you describe the Ardmona Cats? What is this club?
It means everything to me. Family. It's been my life. Grew up here.
I can see talking to you, it's much more than football.
Yeah, you could say that.
What is it that stirs that emotion in you, Tim?
I don't know, just... Probably just a history. No one ever wants to see a club go down. That's what probably, hurts me the most.
100 years of history to this place comes to an end.
Yeah, it all just becomes a memory.
Ardmona Cats president, Tim Plugger McGann, is also shouldering a heavy burden. After almost 100 straight losses since 2014, he's, well beyond breaking point. And still, like every one of his much maligned teammates,
Broken, boys.
he endures.
They breed them tough out here because it's just finished hailing. They're feeding them the size of cantaloupes. You've got the arms out, I've got 15 layers on. What's going on here?
Oh, well, it's not raining now, so that's a positive.
You really have to love the game.
Oh, yeah. Well, we come out every week and get absolutely smashed, so we're just goers. We're not the best footballers. We have some good footballers, but it's just, you know, we never give up.
252, you had the big 250 recently.
Yeah.
The lads didn't carry you off for that one.
Nah.
Why not?
Nah, because we had an incident at the 200th, so I just wanted to
What was the incident at the 200th?
Oh, there was a picture that went viral, so I just sort of wanted to keep it low-key for me 250.
Funny you should mention that, actually. It wouldn't be this one, would it?
Yeah.
Plugger, then well north of 150 kilos, was mortified to discover the picture of his teammates hoisting him from the field had been posted online, quickly amassing 500,000 views.
Talk me through it.
It makes it look bad because they had me up. They had me up, and then this clown just come underneath me and just tried to tip me backwards.
Mate, while I do admire your ability to try and talk your way through this, I think that I think that you could have got that from a few angles and it might have looked just as bad, or not?
Yeah, it would have.
Teammate Josh Catalano, better known in the club as Mini, has tasted some infamy of his own. He loves a feed.
The McDonald's meal en route to training. Mini.
That's Tuesday night special. Thursdays you got your KFC.
I mean, it's ambitious, it's enterprising. I'm not mad at it.
That's his excuse. Every night he's late, so he's stuck at the drive-thru.
I simply had to investigate.
There's the beep, right on cue. We're going to head off to training. Go. Hello, mate. I love the ride. Any danger of you opening the door? There we go. How are you?
Yeah, not bad.
Good to see you.
You too.
Are you pumped for training? It's about 8 or 9 degrees out there. I don't know where you get the motivation.
Yeah, I'm not really motivated tonight.
This is actually happening.
This is actually happening.
I'm fascinated by the order. What are we going to go for?
Can I please get 24 nuggets?
Please start with those.
Yes, please.
No worries, anything else?
Would you like it?
Oh, mate, throw in a harmless cheeseburger.
Yeah, we'll grab a cheeseburger too, please.
One.
Yep.
But back at home base, Ardmona Cats fans have lost their appetite. What they are hungry for is success.
Sure, that scoreboard's wrong. 373 points. Oh, anyway, whoop, here we go.
With just 2 games left in the season and the Cats desperate for a win, we brought in AFL legend Robert Dipper Domenico to whip the boys into shape.
We're bringing you in as Deputy Dipper to try and knock some sense into this mob, which haven't won in 5 years, right?
You just say that again?
Deputy Dipper.
No, 5 years.
5 years.
Yes, 5 years.
Well, you're going to strip it back to basics. You want to see out there toughen it out.
Yeah, tonight's all about confidence.
How do you do that?
Well, firstly, I'm going to get the jumpers off. I'm going to have a look at them.
You can't change the jumper.
I'm going to have to change. We're going to put a moustache under every one of those cat faces, right?
Okay, right.
Instead of whiskers,
Yes.
they're going to have a little moustache in here, right?
I like it.
Like a little drawing.
I'm around it.
I've kept the secret weapon under wraps until now.
5-time premiership player.
What's Dippy going now? Has the chance for a goal. He fires and he's put it through, Dippy.
He's a Brownlow medalist. One of the hardest to probably play AFL, I'd say.
Oh, a good one from Dippy and a minute ago. It's a nasty one.
And, of course, on top of that, he's got arguably the best moustache in the business. Dipper, where are you, mate? Here he is.
Get around each other. All right, boys. Okay. Hey, listen. Firstly, thank you very much for allowing me to come to your club. I love the game of footy. There's one thing that I can't do anymore is play the game, right? I remember my coach, Alan Jean, saying, fill your boots. Fill your boots. What does that mean? It means that, get as many kicks as you can right here, right now, because one day the game is going to stop.
Here we go. Come on, go, go, go.
Their skills mightn't be top-notch, but between the fumbles,
Well, boys.
there's a fighting spirit.
Go! Come on, boys.
Loving this. I'm loving it. The boys are putting in. I'm loving it. Pushing the shove. It's not just about kicking and marking. It's about what this is all about.
Here we go. Go. Hard, get on in.
Come on, get on this. Come on. Go, come on. Yahoo! Yahoo!
It was all going so well until Dipper discovered Minnie's McSecret.
Hey, I smell food. Has someone got food here?
Yeah, I do.
What do you got?
Chicken nuggets in here.
You what?
Got chicken nuggets in your pocket.
Chicken nuggets?
Yeah, you want one?
No, I don't f***ing want one. Come here. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Oh, there's one more.
You want more? That's it?
That's it.
Because of that, you have to watch all your teammates now do 5 push-ups. Off you go. How do you feel? You feel good, do you? There you go, boys. Here we go. All together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, boys. I'll leave you from here. But, boys, I'll be here Saturday. I'll be here Saturday to watch the game play, and I'd love to have a beer with you after. We'll have a bonfire after, and we'll have the best time. Ready? All right? Put your hands here, boys. Here we go. All right, you ready to go? Ardmona Cats. 1, 2, 3.
You're holding up, mate. He really thrashed you.
No, it was a good session.
Yeah?
Boys enjoyed it anyways.
You are head to toe covered in true Ardmona mud.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mum's not going to be happy. She just washed this jumper. So
Is it Mum's job to wash the jumper?
she washes everyone's jumpers.
What do you
The
mean?
whole footy clubs.
Mum washes the whole footy club's jumpers?
Yeah.
I haven't had this bad before.
Yeah, I usually get out there on the day before a home game, about 9:30. I have a look at the ground, and hopefully it's been mowed by the council. And then, I get the line marker out, and I mark all my lines.
Groundsman and caretaker Les Gibson is about as heart and soul as a country footy club gets.
I have a ritual of how I do everything for the day, setting everything up.
Yeah.
I get there, I park the car, I work my way through the buildings, unlocking the doors.
Problem is, the Ardmona Cats need a lot more maintenance than the grounds. Les's beloved team is considered among the worst footy clubs in existence, at least if success is the barometer. They haven't won a game in 5 years. Not that winning is everything.
Ardmona's in the blood, so it doesn't matter whether they're winning or losing. It's part of me. It's become part of my family, part of my life. If the club ever folded, that'd be it for me for football. I'd just give football away.
What do you mean?
I'd stay at home basically on Saturdays, Tuesday nights, Thursday nights, find other things to do, but just not football. Because I love the club so much, if it's not there, football's not there.
That prospect is frighteningly real. The club is deep in debt, struggling to field a full team, and making history for all the wrong reasons.
Well, if you're an Ardmona Cat supporter, there are few places on planet Earth that are more terrifying than right here. This rickety old structure which serves as the home ground scoreboard. Invariably, the bloke manning this scoreboard is flat out like a lizard drinking, trying to keep up. And just a few weeks ago, the club recorded its worst loss in its 99-year history. Ardmona managed one solitary, lonely behind. Stanhope, well, they savaged them. 62 goals 30 for a total of 402 points. That amounts to a 401-point thrashing.
The guy who kicked the point, I think should have the night off. He's the hero of the town.
We've enlisted 5-time AFL Premiership hero Robert Dipper Domenico as assistant coach for this weekend's game against fellow cellar dwellers, Violet Town.
Imagine the win here. Imagine the win here at the end of the week. This place will just go off.
They said they'd have to cancel next week as a bye because they'd celebrate too hard.
Well, hey, I've done that before too, no worries at all. No, but on a serious note, we want footy clubs to survive. We want football clubs to be around for the next generation because we want the kids to play sport because sport opens so many doors. It gave me an opportunity to do what I'm doing today. Back in the day, I had a very bad stutter. I was a pain in the backside, but these days they call it ADHD. I had a long name, Diplomatico, so I got picked on a fair bit. But sport gave me the opportunity to, make my mark.
Now, Dipper's aiming to help Ardmona take a few marks. It's game day. Manning the front gate is backman Cam Grogan.
Yeah, $10 to get in, mate, for an adult.
No one gets past?
No, no one gets past, mate, not at all.
For most of the season, Cam's been playing injured after stabbing himself in the leg in a farming accident.
And how soon after that were you playing?
About 2 weeks later.
There's a wound there, though. I want some evidence. Can we have a look?
Yeah,
Come on, mate. Show us. And we put a viewer discretion warning on here. Righto, OK. That's a reasonable scar. You've had how many stitches?
17 or 18, I think there was there, yeah, lost count.
How on earth do you play out a game of footy with an injury like that?
Oh, you just do it, mate. Just for the love of the club. And people like Tim, they don't give up, so why should we give up?
Tim Keegan is Ardmona's coach and on-field leader. For him, footy is a family affair. On the sidelines, his wife, Sadia, and their 7 children. On duty in the canteen, Tim's mum and dad, club vice president Greg, and treasurer Rhonda.
Son?
Hello. How you going, Tim? How are you?
Rhonda and Greg have spent over 10 years volunteering in the Ardmona canteen.
Did you get me sun-kissed?
No, I got the other 2 you asked for, but you didn't ask me for sun-kissed.
Oh, really? Never send a man to do a woman's job.
I've been trying for the last few minutes, Rhonda and Greg, to establish who's the boss in the canteen. Help me out. Well answered, Greg.
Rhonda, she who must be obeyed.
She who must be obeyed.
You betcha. That's it.
Get those rolls cut for the hot dogs.
Yep.
They are quite evidently deep in the throes of 44 years of wedded bliss to each other and the footy team.
We have a part-time cleaning business at night, and then we come out here and we do about 11 hours here on a Saturday.
OK. You must really love the club.
Well,
Been around.
it's been around a long time.
I have a lot of respect for them for coming, and they know what's going to happen every week, and they do it. And they maybe sometimes just think maybe today's the day with my boy leading.
In the change rooms, her boy, Coach Tim, is doing just that.
Boys, I reckon we've got probably a big chance this week, yeah, to get a win. I'm pretty confident.
And who better to help guide them than Dipper?
It might take you 2 quarters, might take you 3 quarters, might take you to the last kick of the day. You are never, ever out of a game of footy. Ever. Words mean a lot, right? Have a look at this. We are close. That's what will win us matches. This is how we succeed. That's why we will be remembered. Come on, boys. 1, 2, 3, aim!
Well, away we go.
With assistant coach Dipper looking on, the game is underway.
Very nice, Timmy! Bounce. Come on, boys. Give him something.
As a huge AFL fan, I can't help but get fired up for the underdog.
Oh, beautiful! Oh, very nice.
My own team, the Melbourne Demons, hasn't won a premiership since 1964.
That's in the back. Of course it is. Stop cheating while in town.
It's a competitive start, but quickly a sense of deja vu.
Come on, boys. Give him something.
Right, baggers.
Hold it. Oh. What sort of kick?
While there are flashes of improvement,
Oh, that's awesome. That's great stuff. You're in it. You're in this game.
they go into quarter time goalless.
Good quarter, boys.
But Dipper has found reason for hope in the youngest player on the field.
You know, Tyler, this young kid, 14 years of age, is I counted 10 tackles, and 10 tackles, not bullshit tackles, they are fair dinkum tackles. He just keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep it up, young man, you remind me of me. Well done. 1, 2, 3, hey!
The next quarter starts with more of the same.
Here we go. This could be us. This could be us.
This is it. This is it.
Sit for him.
Oh! I thought he was going to run around it.
Then a piece of magic.
Come on, boys. This is it. Off the ground.
Off the ground.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
Oh, yes. You beauty. You little ripper. Yes.
At halftime, we're still not totally out of it, and Dipper makes some moves.
So Gilby's playing a really good game. Tyler's playing a good game.
But the desperation is showing.
I need you to kick me a goal, all right? Come on. All right, boys, get the ball out of the middle. Let's go. Go the goal.
In the second half, the Cats did kick 2 more goals. One of them by Captain Tim. Trouble is, Violet Town kicked plenty more.
Oh, ain't
Starting to rain goals, Dip.
Yeah, it's just disappointing for them because it's a lack of fitness, obviously.
Ardmona went down by 125 points.
Well done, fellas.
In the change room, Tim tries to find the positives.
Chris Plugger, thanks for doubling up. Shane, thank you. Bedford, Shoots, Brody, Dita. I think there's a massive improvement that we've made, yeah.
But then, after 304 games, he breaks the news. He's hanging up the boots.
It's probably my second last game as playing footy.
Boys, as Tim said, you really had your head up high today. Ardmona Cats are going to be part of my life now, and that flag's flying out there. Let's make sure this flag flies for another 100 years, yeah?
But that's anything but certain. Unless the team can raise at least $20,000 in a matter of days, they'll be forced to shut their doors forever. But they're not giving up. In fact, they're brushing up on the club song, which they haven't sung since their last win 5 years ago.
Just a quiet rendition. Go.
You put me on the spot now. What is it? I can't do it.
You can't say what is it. I know it. It starts off, are we good?
Are we good? Are we any bloody good? We are the boys from Ardmona land.
That's right.
Gotta put my eyes on.
Here we go. Righto. Let's take your time, Les.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Here we go. It is no illusion, nor is it a dream. We are the boys that play as a team.
There's a track winding back to the Ardmona shack. We are the boys from Ardmona land. Did we win? We shit it in. Did we do it? Easy.
You do what you can for your footy team. You got to work it, and you got to make sure that you come off with your teammates, win, lose or draw.
It's been a week since the Ardmona Cats' disappointing end-of-season clash with Violet Town.
Well done, fellas.
But the club has an even bigger fight ahead of it tonight.
This is, to me, this is everything to me.
President Plugger is about to meet with league bosses to beg for the Cats' survival.
All we're asking for is just one more chance to prove ourselves.
The club has racked up debts to businesses across the district, but a massive fundraising campaign has raised $20,000 already. Plugger and teammate Cam just need to convince the league the Cats are back on track.
Fellas, how you feeling?
A bit nervous.
Yeah, real nervous, mate.
So in that building, just behind us there, is where the fate of this club is going to be decided.
Yeah.
99 years. Do you have a gut feeling?
Well, I'm confident in what we've done, but you can never be too sure.
Looks like you haven't slept in 2 weeks, fellas. You shaking?
Yeah, real nervous, mate.
I can see you don't want to be here, fellas. You want to get in there and fight for the club. I'll let you go and do that. I wish you the best of luck, and hopefully when I see you next, you'll have a big smile on the face and some good news.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Good luck, mate.
The team that they've put together, and with a couple of blokes coming on board, we think that we can, certainly be a force in the next couple of years.
Phil Sierra was once a top player for the club. He's certain the Cats' glory days aren't all behind them.
My parents come to this area when they first come to Australia. It means a lot. It means a hell of a lot.
As Plugger and Cam plead Ardmona's case at the league, back at the clubhouse, it's an anxious wait. After 2 hours, they return to the club, ready to deliver the league's verdict.
Righto, guys. We just come from the meeting. We've pled our case to them. We just got to wait for their response. Hopefully next year we'll be there.
So, fellas, it's not as bad as it could have been. Like, they could have given you the death knell tonight, but they didn't.
Yeah, it was definitely positive. And I think what we presented to them was pretty spot on, so it's a credit to all the guys here as well.
Still alive. Keep fighting, guys.
The Ardmona Cats are by no means in the clear, but at least now they have a chance.
So, a big sigh?
Yes.
A bit of relief?
Yeah, it's a lifeline, isn't it? We've got a week, maybe 2 weeks to get some more dollars in.
Yeah, it is a lifeline.
It is, yeah. So we've got a couple of more weeks where we can keep getting money together. Yeah.
You're an intuitive person, Rhonda. A mother always knows. Will the Ardmona Cats be around next year?
Yes.
You've called it?
I am. That's just like I call Collingwood will win. Yes.
Oh, no, this interview's over.